I think the very first one is, whilst we've got the National Development Plan in place, and that's a fantastic platform for the country as a whole, I think we need a vision for entrepreneurs, and I'm talking small to mid-sized business entrepreneurs, around what role they can play in taking the country forward. The second thing, which is perhaps a bit more difficult and albeit a bit more political, is we need to put people in state funding institutions that are actual technocrats. So we can't go and find people who are politically connected and know the right people and the rest of it. We need to find people who are technocrats, who are trend financiers, who've been entrepreneurs themselves, to run these institutions so that they can help and assist entrepreneurs. The third and final thing, which I think government ought to look at, and I know there have been talks about the Ministry for Small and Medium-Sized Business. I think that's got to be accelerated. I think we need that ministry sooner rather than later. I think they've got to put it in place. I think they've got to capacitate it, and I think it's got to aggregate the activities for everybody. The single biggest barrier for entrepreneurs in South Africa has to be access to markets. We cannot get access to markets quick enough. And I'm not talking about accessing, the local multinational and getting into their supply chain. That's the beginning of it. But once I've done that, how do I take my goods into the rest of Africa? How do I take them into the rest of the world? How do I export into Namibia, Zambia, Tanzania? Once I've done that, how do I get into the Netherlands and then the rest of the world? I think that has to be the single biggest challenge for entrepreneurs. So the best piece of advice I can give the entrepreneur starting his business is lose the business plan, dump the spreadsheet. I have a few things I can guarantee you. The models you put in place won't come true. The Excel spreadsheet, that's a lie. The projections are a fallacy. And your business plan is a lot of BS, frankly. The truth is, you're going to have a framework, and that's all a business plan is. A business plan is a framework around a system of thinking. So it allows you to think about the market you're getting into, your competitors, your funding model, your cash flow management system, et cetera, et cetera. But the minute you open that door to your business and you walk in from day one, everything changes. The reason it changes is you wrote a business plan based on a particular market. The day you enter, the competitors realize you've entered, they change their businesses too. So you live in a market that's ever changing and very, very dynamic. The best piece of advice I can give to entrepreneurs is whatever the business model says, it's going to take 3 times as long to reach profit, and it's going to take 10 times as long to get your business out to market and to get people to respect you. That's just what it's going to take. And there's a reason for that. The reason you and I get tested is because, whatever you believe in, the universe or whatever, needs to make sure that what you truly think you want is what you actually want. That's why you get tested. And so it's okay, because as you go through those difficult times, you build in a certain level of resistance that you're going to need as your business grows and you do well.